Blessed be. Today is August 18th, and it is Never Give Up Day, an awareness holiday for mindset. And I definitely can appreciate this kind of holiday, reminding us not to give up. And that's the concept for success. Having the grit to follow through and to keep going when things may not be working out the way you expected. It's a shift from, short-term goals to playing the long game and really being able to get past that need for immediate gratification. So never give up, keep trying, don't stop 3 feet from reaching your target. Today at work, well, all week long, it's been very interesting. I've been getting some opportunities to dive in at my weekly meeting that I facilitate. We just kind of spent some time watching some tips and trick videos for AutoCAD. I picked a couple little quips of commands that I felt we were going to be incorporating, and us as a team should have this skill, this baseline level skill. So I presented, it's all stuff I've presented before, but now somebody else is presenting it in these little video quips. And reiteration is key to absorbing new information. Watched a quick video about fields, what they are, how they used, my team, not everyone on the team even knows what a field is, let alone how it works. And that is something I want to remedy, because we are using fields in the title block. And so a basic knowledge of what they are is essential to keep up with the job. Found another video to talk about the design center, and again using that to import properties or blocks with ease. I just recently had a discussion about that at the meeting, and again, somebody else gets to talk about it, reminding everybody the value. The third video we got to was about named views, and I was like, I love my named views. They are so handy. Put a couple of them into templates, and then get your users to know how to they're so easy to create. So just get everybody to know how, so you can create your own job specific named view for getting around to essential places within the drawing. When I did fire alarm systems, I always created a named view that would go to my riser room every time, because that's a place in the drawing I'm always going to want to get to frequently, but it's going to be different in every job. So while you can do a named view in a template that leads you to the main floor plan space within model space, I always knew how to make a new named viewport for an area of interest. One of my peers asked a really great question after watching all these videos, is can we import the named views through Design Center? I was like, ooh, I don't know, because I don't remember seeing that on the list. I was like, but we can dive into that. And that's a dive I've been working on recently, is really getting to the nitty gritty of what named views are. And I plan on diving even further. I really want to mess with learning what the settings are and the layer control, because I tried to use the layer control for the 2 named views I put into the template I redid recently, and for some reason it would lock and freeze any new layers that came in. So I want to figure out how that works. So I ended up releasing the template without that feature of changing the layer when you selected the view, because there's a section for a table and that's one of the named views. So I wanted it to zoom you in to where in model space you would insert that template or insert the table and automatically switch the layer to the table layer. That was the intent. Didn't pull it off, but now that named views are back on the top of my mind, that's going to be something I'm going to try to figure out and see if I can get that feature to work properly. Switch me to the layer I want when using the named view, and keeping any new layers, just leaving them alone. So we'll see. The other thing that I discovered the usefulness of a named view is when in paper space and you click through your viewport and say it's not locked for some reason and things go off kilter, or actually this is going to be more of a handy feature when I go to set up the template. So if I've got named views for these areas, I can actually use that through the viewport in paper space and still call up the named view. I never realized that. I have always struggled to line things up. So I'm so excited to use named views, I mean, creating a bunch more, but getting that precision through the viewports. And I'd assume if it's in the template, maybe, would I keep them all or would I delete them in the template? I think I'd still keep them all. We'll see. I keep messing with it, and yeah, because you'd still use these named views to float around model space to get your work done. So I don't see why we wouldn't keep them. Yeah, I think so. But only time will tell. If you'd like to hear more entries into the CAD Witch's Grimoire, don't forget to hit subscribe. And until next time, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.